play you this clip. LeBron talking about his daughter Zhuri shooting little hoops, attending a game with him, I believe, maybe against Golden State. And LeBron makes it clear that his wife, Savannah, wants no part of Zhuri playing basketball. Let's play the clip.
First road trip in my career that she's been on besides like All-Star Weekend and stuff like that. Missed a lot of moments, spending time with my kids because of my career. And, anytime I get over the course of my career, anytime I got moments with them, either individually, two of them, three of them all together, whatever the case may be, it's always special for me. So to have my daughter want to come on the road and be with me, and spent a lot of time yesterday. We went to Alcatraz. She wanted to go to Alcatraz. We've seen Alcatraz. She saw the Golden Gate Bridge. We went to dinner last night. Spent a lot of time. It was pretty cool. It was awesome.
We've known her as a volleyball player. I saw some handles out there.
She's a volleyball player. Don't get my wife mad. My wife is done with this basketball shit. She's done with it. She's a volleyball player, but she's been around the game for a while, so she do got good handles. She got a good form too. But my wife ain't playing that. Not another one. She says, that's it. That's it.
Good win. Good wins. Good luck charm right here. 1-0.
Dre, I'm going to throw this one at you. You're married. You got a kid. I think Savannah James, I think LeBron very cleverly is protecting his wife and protecting them from the truth. Is LeBron James and Savannah James want no part of sending their daughter into that LGBTQIA plus silent P women's basketball world. They don't want any parts of that. They're not raising a lesbian, and they want her in volleyball.
Well, I saw more of a tongue-in-cheek thing coming from LeBron, that he just doesn't want to even put that spotlight on his daughter the way it was on his sons. And maybe his daughter might be better at volleyball than she is at basketball. And another kid who he doesn't want feeling the pressure of having to, quote unquote, make it in a highly competitive space like basketball. But now that you bring that up, I hadn't thought of that. That is an interesting angle. And I wouldn't be mad at LeBron and Savannah if that is indeed their reason.
That is the motivating force. Trust me. If LeBron could have another LeBron would have loved to have 30 basketball players. And if it wasn't for the fact that female basketball players tend to lean gay, he would want a female basketball player, and he'd force her into the NBA. Scap, what do you think of my theory here?
I mean, it kind of makes sense, Jason. I'm not going to give you much pushback on this one, unlike your Jordan premise. I got to be honest, though. I've just seen this footage for the first time. Zhuri could play. She's got some handles there. She was hitting some shots. Guys, her bag looks bigger than Dad's at this point. I'd like to see Zhuri v. LeBron in a game of four. Throw Bronny in there, too. Let's get Zhuri, Bronny, and LeBron in a game of horse. I'd watch that. The NBA should be an NBA All-Star festivity next year on Friday night. I want that.
Steve, am I right here?
Yeah, I think the phrase that you're looking for, and I don't know why you didn't use it, is turned out.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for. Doesn't want her turned out. There you go. That's it.
Yeah. If they don't want her going through what Caitlin Clark is going through, and it would happen, and they don't want any parts off to it. And so I want to make sure everybody get this on. I'm saluting LeBron James and Savannah James for doing the right thing here. Keep your daughter out of that basketball until they clean up that basketball mess. So I want to play you guys this clip of moving on. Luka Doncic and J.J. Redick, I believe this is from last night. Looks clear as day to me that these guys do not like each other. This is just a VO, it's not a sock? Yeah. Look at this interaction between Luka and J.J. Redick. I mean, he's trying to talk. As this plays and they go back and forth and Luka tries to ignore him, J.J. Redick's time with the Los Angeles Lakers is going to last as long as LeBron is there. When LeBron leaves, so does J.J. Redick. And hey, J.J. Redick might leave before LeBron. They may fire J.J. as soon as the season's over, and then they'll have to figure out what to do with LeBron James afterwards. Scap, what do you make of that exchange?
Honestly, that specific exchange, I think it's much ado about nothing, quite frankly. It honestly, that wasn't even from last night's game. It was from 2 games ago against the Golden State Warriors. They played the Kings last night. So that was, I don't know why this is erupting on social media now. Like I'm seeing it basically being posted over the last 7 hours, but that was not from last night's game. Look, after last night's game, another game, the Lakers have been terrible as of late. They actually blew the Warriors out and they blew the Kings out last night. And after the game, Redick was effusive with his praise about Luka Doncic. When he was asked a question specifically about Luka, he droned on for like 90 seconds, and he had this whimsical smile on his face, like he was talking about his own
Like he was
child,
kissing
basically.
his rear end. It sounded
Yeah.
like that. Yes.
Pretty much. But
Yeah.
but look, these guys have this season at least. They typically are good on the sidelines. They do this thing, JJ and Luka, where they shoot off against each other and practiced oftentimes from half court. They're playing around with each other. They look genuinely like they enjoy each other. I think this overall is more of a commentary about Luka Doncic's joylessness to play basketball in LA in general. Like basically, since the trade from Dallas, like the guy looked like his puppy got killed or something in the introductory press conference when he was holding up his Lakers jersey immediately following the trade from Dallas. He was moping around town for the next month after that. He just generally, by and large, doesn't have like the love and the passion and excitement to play basketball on a night in and night out basis. There are flashes and glimpses of it in the last roughly year now in LA, but it's not as profound or pronounced, I should say, like just his excitement and passion and enthusiasm to play as it was when we saw him in Dallas. So I think it's just mainly just a commentary on how he feels right now in that town. And also, the team is fractured around. I mean, Jason, look at what's happened. Like, LeBron James obviously just drives like a rift through the team. Look at the Genie Bus, the governor of the team, the story that broke, the Baxter Holmes ESPN piece about just how dreadful ownership was as well. Like, that is just a clown car of an organization right now. And I think it's just bleeding into Luka Doncic's play on the floor.
Steve, Scap says nothing to see here. You agree?
Partially. I think some of this stuff can be overblown. However, here's the issue. And last week I stuck up for JJ Redick. And, I've kind of rethought. Here's the issue. If JJ is going to coach anybody hard out of the two stars, it can never be LeBron. Can't be. If he's ever going to act that way towards a player out of his two best players or best known, he can never do it with the guy from Akron. So who's always going to get the brunt of the hard coaching if there is such a thing in the NBA? It's going to have to be that other guy. And I think that is the issue. I'll take Scap's word for it. It's not a big deal. You move on, But I'm going to reiterate something I say over and over again. The Lakers cannot turn the page until they get the carpetbagger from Akron, Ohio out of here.
Dre, as the only one that's actually played professional basketball, something or nothing here.
Generally nothing, because this kind of stuff often happens away from cameras, in locker rooms, on team buses, and in practices, not always in a game where everybody can see it. Even though we did see this, one thing I would say to Steve's credit is that when the star player is bashing heads with the coach, in this league these days, JJ Redick understands where his bread gets buttered, and if Luka doesn't want JJ Redick will be gone. So that 90-second well-wishing that JJ did about Luka after the last game that Scap referred to, kind of necessary with the way it appears that Luka's energy is, his way of being is. So JJ Redick understands he's going to keep his job with the Lakers. He has to please that guy, not LeBron, even though LeBron is his guy. And that does create a little bit of a weird energy on that team, I would guess, now that we're talking about it and thinking about it. But overall, not a big deal. This kind of stuff happens all the time. Most of it we never see.